Where's my water?
Oh, that's my water. Okay, hell yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how bad my hair looks right now, but you can. Oh, you're showing us. All right,
Yes,
good.
I am.
Mahmoud Khalil, it's a true honor to have you on the broadcast once again. I wish this was next time. Next time we have this conversation on the broadcast, it's going to be under much better circumstances.
I hope.
Yeah, inshallah. How have you been?
It's been good. I mean, it's been tough, especially recently, like after the recent ruling. But otherwise, the baby now is 10 months. And just
Mashallah,
with the family, and so that's most of the time what we're doing. So he's there.
Yeah, he noticed. He noticed that he's ready to go. He's ready to be on camera. He's like he's got a knack for it.
Yeah. We'll have to wait a little bit.
Yeah. No. I'm joking.
I know, yeah.
So let's talk about that. So you had an ongoing court case. A court appealed it, and they blocked your deportation, and then I guess there was a little bit of judge shopping, my words, not yours, and another court subsequently found that you are still slated for deportation at this moment. As far as I know, that this is an active legal case that's taking place right now, and we will talk about, like, I will explain the details as to how we got here, but before we do that, where is it? What is the standing currently?
So the standing currently, the government has no lawful grounds to redetain or deport me.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to make sure, literally, to send the government lawyers. Do you understand that this is the law? You can't redetain or
Some of them can't read though.
I mean, that's our biggest fear, to be honest. Arbitrary detention. That's now my biggest fear, because they've done it before.
Yeah.
I mean, in Minnesota, a judge said they literally defied over 100 court orders. So this is where we stand now. We have a chance now to appeal the recent decision with another court, or with a higher court, or with the full court.
Mm-hmm.
But as you said, my case is in different courts because the Trump administration wanted to be in certain courts that are more favorable to the administration. And what we want it to be is just we want it to be where I was when I got detained.
Yeah.
Where I live, which is New York.
Yeah.
And this is where we're now. So, but very quickly, the recent ruling said that I should be detained or remain in detention in immigration proceedings until the full case is heard by the immigration process, which is fully controlled by the Trump administration. Immigration judges are not real judges, and this is what we want people to understand, that these are employees of DOJ, of Departments of Justice.
Yeah, absolutely. They are completely in line with whatever the administration's agenda is, even though this administration sometimes can step out of line so much that you will every now and then have an immigration judge that'll be like, oh, that's a bridge too far for us. But
they fire them all.
Yeah, they will very quickly clamp down on that. You're right, and they will fire them. So there is this. So there's just dueling judges with dueling orders. Does that impact your travel at all internally inside? Obviously, I assume you can't leave the country.
I can't leave the country, no.
Yeah.
So now I'm out on bail, which means that everything continues in court while I'm out, and this is what the government is trying so hard to cancel. And I can't travel my bail order. I can't travel domestically, but only with a notice to the government. But a funny story, last month in December, I wanted to go to Hawaii, and Hawaii is a U.S. state.
Yeah.
But my bail order says that I'm allowed to travel within continental USA. So we sent to the government, we're he wants to travel to to Hawaii. Do you agree? And they were like, no, we don't. Like, we oppose that. And then we had to go back to the judge to order that, yes, I'm allowed to go to Hawaii. Hawaii is part of the U.S. So they're just like trying to be difficult as much as possible, and it's crazy. But to be honest, like now the biggest fear is as I said before, like is arbitrary detention. Like it's just like you can't trust that this government would follow the court orders, although they should.
What's it like having this level of scrutiny applied to your everyday existence as a new father?
I think that's the most difficult part, to be honest, Hasan. Like, I'm now, like every morning I used to take Dean, my son, out on walks in the park. Now I can't because, again, our biggest fear, they would come take me and leave him outside. So this is like the bare minimum, but also like just, like walking around, it's been difficult. I now, like most of the time, just stay at home. Or go to very like specific places, and it's been like really crazy, because like this is like you live in a country like the land of the free, and you did not commit any crime like until now, and this is let's also like be very clear. 1 year after now, almost 1 year after now, they haven't accused me of any crimes, and they did not bring any sort of evidence that I committed any wrongdoing. Like even the things they said I said about like whatever, like sympathizing, blah blah blah, they did not even have any evidence about that, because there isn't any evidence.
Which, for the record, is not even a crime.
Exactly.
It is a constitutionally protected right that every person on U.S. soil has, and that, of course, contrary to what this administration has tried to say, includes citizens and non-citizens alike. Your case is unique for this reason, because I have often considered it to be a Project Esther-backed first blow against not just you in particular, not just people who even dare say the truth about what Israel is doing to the Palestinians, but instead it's I think a way for this administration to set precedent or go against pre-established precedent enshrined in the Constitution in an effort to open the door to prosecution for all migrants unconditionally, and then move beyond that and prosecute American citizens as well.
And this is what they're doing now, and like the administration is not being, like discreet about this. Like in the announcement of my detention, they said that this will be a blueprint for further deportation and further detentions. And this is what we're seeing now, and it always starts with Palestine. And it did not start like in the past 2 years. It has been always the same. They start with Palestine. Most of the laws here in this country about like about material support for terrorism, about like other, like they were designed to contain Palestinians and the Palestine movement.
Even the term terrorism, first used in legal documents, was against, I believe, the PLO. So it's post global war on terror. Obviously, that expanded dramatically to mean all Muslims in general. But
no, but even like in Minnesota, like with both like Rennie Good, and they said like immediately they are domestic terrorists. Like, and this is very dangerous to use such vindictive and such like smears like against people who have like nothing to do with with any
with non-state actors engaging in any sort of like
nothing.
Any sort of violent
that's
action.
Again like it's part of their dehumanization of the other. Dehumanization of those who stand against what.
And from a legal perspective, the term terrorism is intentionally vague and is used as a justification to deny habeas corpus, used as a justification to deny constitutionally protected rights to people. And now that we've seen this administration's appetite to apply this to American citizens, white women, white men, like Alex Peretti, with this post-mortem justification for why they were shot and killed, it's very clear that this is where the administration is trying to move towards, even though they are tremendously unpopular. These kinds of initiatives are tremendously unpopular. I see you as a first line of defense. I mean, you didn't ask for this, but the reality of the matter is, you are a first line of defense in this initiative to defend American civil liberties. Ironically enough, I think Palestinians are also the first line of defense against colonial occupation and imperialism around the world, because as we have seen, the tactics applied to the Palestinians, a constant presence of force that the Israeli occupational forces engage in, illegally, mind you, is identical to some of the measures that we've seen being deployed in places like Minneapolis.
Exactly, and I mean, there's so many collaboration between these forces.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's ICE, whether it's NYPD, whether it's like DHS as a whole, there's that like collaboration between these apparatus, like, because, you know, like Israel had, or still like is what's doing in Palestine is like just a field, like to an experiment field.
Yeah.
They go, they
It's a
experiment
laboratory.
their weapon, and then they show it to other
And surveillance.
forces and everything, like,
Yeah.
you know, like whether it is what was like Palantir,
Yeah.
Palantir, all of that, like they're all being first used in Palestine to be then expanded elsewhere and here in this country. Even these like face recognition technologies that ICE uses now, some of them, you know, were developed in Israel.
Yeah.
So it's all connected, and this is why I feel that, like, you know, my case is not only about, you know, immigrants, it's also like about Palestine, and this is what I've been saying, that they would try with Palestinians, then they would go like after everyone
Yeah.
else, because unfortunately, like the establishment in this country, they treat Palestinians as, you know, like disposable, like you know, like that's why, like, at first it was so easy for them to come after me, because the Democrats were so afraid of saying anything about, like, you know, like calling for my release, although there was like no single shred of evidence that I did anything wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible, and that courage, actually, like the courage to speak out in instances like this, actually invites more people to recognize that they have the numbers on their side, and in this moment, we do have the numbers. It's there has been a dramatic sea change that was, at least from my perspective, unforeseeable in my lifetime. I never thought it would get to this point, and yet the Democrats are still, for some reason, for one reason or another, following along and acting as though there isn't a great appetite to right this wrong, what Israel is doing, and to also put an end to this surveillance regime, to put an end to ICE activities, to put an end to everything that the Trump administration is doing.
Yeah, because ICE now is also a product of subsequent democratic administrations, like whether it was under Obama and then Biden and all of these, like.
And Democrats have voted to fund it further over and over again.
And just like a few, you know, like a couple of weeks ago, they voted like for this for the new funding for DHS, and it's just like, you know, it's not enough for me that 76% of Democrats, they support or sympathize with Palestinians, because like it's crazy to me that it took the killing of over 70,000 people to have 70% of Democrats like sympathizing with those being killed,
and 80% of Democrat politicians still are not on board.
Over 80%, and that's why, like, they, unless they feel the price of supporting Israel, they will not stop, because now Palestine is becoming that like single issue vote. You know, like in the past, people wouldn't care if this person would support Palestine or not. Now it is becoming, it's not enough. Like, unless, you know, like, what's his name, Richie Torres, Dan Goldman, Hakeem Jeffrey really like pay the price for their support for Israel, they would continue to do that, because for them, you know, supporting Israel means more money for their campaigns, and that's what they are doing. Why they are doing it? They don't care about, you know, Israel. They care about the money they get, of course, from their lobbies.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this. So, as an immigrant, when you came to America, you had an understanding of what America represented. You might not have had, you might have been critical of certain aspects of American domination around the globe, as I certainly did. But I had this profound love for America when I first came here, when I was 18 years old, when I first came to live here. Do you feel like you had a similar opinion?
I think absolutely. You know, like having lived in Lebanon and Syria and Palestine in these countries, I was always, on the receiving end of America's imperialism, of the foreign policy.
Yeah.
Yet I had a strong belief that, domestically, no, like it's a country of laws. There is rule of law, due process, constitution that's very strong, and that what makes America America. That you have all these strong, powerful constitutional rights, basic rights. They are basic rights. They are not like that's crazy, but like there is this strong system. But to see when I come
a solid and reliable court system that will, that might get things wrong every now and then, but like there is a solid foundation. It's built on the Constitution. These are values that all Americans are supposed to abide by. The reason why I asked you this question is because I come from Turkey. It's a little bit different than Lebanon and Syria, but also in some ways not so different as far as like not having we don't have a First Amendment, for example. There's a lot of people that have been jailed. But exactly.
That's to me like in Syria. If you speak up.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
End up in jail.
Exactly.
If you do this, like that would happen. But here they have the audacity to gaslight you.
Yeah.
About we're the land of the free. We have like the First Amendment. We have all these constitutional rights.
Yeah.
And then there is a big exception that it is freedom of speech except for Palestine. It is rules of law except for Palestine. It is due process except for Palestine.
Yeah. Does this flagrant violation of what you previously thought was constitutional values that people uphold, has that changed this calculation a little bit for you at all? Are you shocked? Are you confused?
I'm shocked. Like even literally the day of my arrest, when people would call me during the day after all the smear campaign on Twitter, I told them don't worry, I didn't do anything wrong. I literally did nothing wrong, so why would I be worried about anything? Yet to see that this administration weaponized certain obscure laws from the 50s, sometimes from the 20th, 19th century. It's insane because it is shocking, and it should be shocking that I remember in my first and second call with my lawyers when I was in detention. At first they wouldn't let me talk to the lawyers for 4 days, and the first thing you learn in Know Your Right, that you get to call your lawyer. You get all these rights, and to be denied these basic rights to me was a shock. And then just to understand from my lawyers that yes, you did not commit any crime, but they can do this. It's just crazy. And this is now they're duplicating it with everything. They are using everything as a weapon. Thank you.
Are we getting coffee?
We have some Turkish coffee for you.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Okay, don't worry. I'm not going to put cold water on it this time.
I'm just
I'm not. And it's because it's so cold outside that I don't feel the need to do so.
Okay.
Okay, are we going to we got to do a fortune after.
We should.
Yeah, we got to flip it and do a fortune. Do you guys have the bottom as well? Like the plate that you put it on?
Do you have it, Mahmoud?
Once we're done drinking the Turkish coffee, I'm going to read Fall. I'm going to read his fortune. Yeah, he moved the bottle. They caught you. They caught you moving the bottle. They still give me shit for that. They're like, yeah.
Just to me, I was shocked, to be honest.
Yeah, he was like, this is the most disrespectful thing you've ever done. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Delicious. So when I was in Minneapolis, I went to. Do you know who Omar Fateh is?
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to his house. He was gracious enough to open his home to me, and I learned something. Well, one, I learned that Somali people also have a big coffee culture.
They do.
But the thing that I learned is they got a sweet tooth.
Yep.
So now whenever I have any sort of coffee variant of this sort, I expect it to be super sugary now, because he put so much sugar in it. And then he told me, he was like, this is actually not as sweet as it normally would be. And I was like, come on. Because, chat, you don't understand. This was just pure sugar. It was like condensed milk, right? And then I had coffee again elsewhere. Another place where I went to where I got Somali coffee. It was way sweeter. It goes, there's levels to it.
No, I know. I have a Somali Yemeni friend, and their tea and everything actually, like it's just like so sweet. It's crazy.
Yeah. What's the thing that they put in this though? Because it's not. There's an extra spice in this.
I think it's cardamom.
Yeah, it's cardamom, right?
Cardamom,
I don't think Turkish. Normally, not saying this is fake Turkish coffee, but I just don't think that I don't think that there is cardamom in Turkish coffee. At least like in my experience.
It's mostly like Arabs. They add the cardamom.
Yeah, they love cardamom, which is fine. I mean, I like it. Somali coffee added to the list of things to check out. Yes, chatter, you got to check it out. But all things considered, you're still taking it day by day, and you're still living life to the best of your ability, right?
Do we have any other option?
Yeah, of course. Like I mean, this is something that this is
no, because that's
this
what
is a
they
fate
want.
that befalls all Palestinians, unfortunately, no matter where you go. It seems
it's just it's. I know that this case is beyond like me. It's bigger than me. It transcends like my personal circumstances, and I know that they're designing this system of suppression and oppression so that I stop talking about Palestine.
Yeah.
That I just take my bag and leave. And just not put my heads up. And that's why it was so important for me to speak up. Like the first thing I did after my release was to go attend a protest. Not because I love protests. It's just to give a message that despite everything, despite all this unlawful, unconstitutional, you name it, practices, despite all the oppression, I will continue to speak up. And this is what's so important, because I want people to see that, in the face of the bully, you shouldn't run away. You should just, fight back.
Absolutely. There is currently, I don't know if you know their name, but there's currently one of the student protesters that's still in detention right now.
Liqa Kurdiya. She was hospitalized a couple of days ago, and the administration wouldn't tell her family and her lawyers about which hospital she's in. And it's crazy. It has been almost 1 year since she was arrested. She was granted bail or bond from the court, but DHS utilized this, also another obscure law of automatic stay, that they have the power, even if you pay to leave, to be released, they can still detain you. And it's insane. And I really would take this opportunity to call on everyone, to call their Congress members to raise the issue of Liqa, whose family is in the West Bank and Gaza. She lost a lot of her family, and yet she had to deal with this here in the United States.
According to Detroit News, she had a seizure. As of 2 hours ago, a Palestinian woman who lost dozens of family members in the Gaza war, the genocide, has been hospitalized following a seizure in U.S. immigration detention, the Department of Homeland Security said on Monday. And they had not released information about her condition prior to this, and it was only after her legal counsel actually started asking questions and there was some articles that came out about it that the Department of Homeland Security even chose to mention it at all. It's a pretty disastrous.
And she's in one of these terrible detention centers. And I'm not surprised. If I stayed all this period in detention, almost a year, I would be in hospital a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because imagine you don't eat good food, and the food you eat is just because you're hungry, not you eat it just because you need something to survive. The hygiene, just mentally, the fact that you don't know when this gonna be be done. It's horrible, and I remember a lot of people like in detention who would be hospitalized, and I mean, if ICE takes them to the hospital, they would be lucky, because first and second they would go just to do a very basic checkup. You don't have anything, go back to the cell. So
yeah, and to give further details for the record, sorry to cut you off, but she was detained during a meeting with immigration officials at the Newark Immigration and Customs Enforcement Field Office, where she was accompanied by her attorney. At the time of her detention last year, Cordia was in the process of securing legal residency.
Yeah.
And
her mom is a citizen.
Yeah.
And she's been here for a number of years. She studied at Rutgers, if I'm not mistaken. So and there is, millions of cases like liqa. People were in the process of fixing their paper. They were not hiding. They were not criminals, as they said. They just want to be, and that's another thing. People around me in detention were they were I got picked up from my court hearing. What do they want me to do? All of them, they were in their ICE check-ins or court hearings. Imagine you going to the court to fix your paper, and then you find yourself in a detention center.
Yeah, and the purpose of it is either sheer cruelty to send a message, or in many instances it's just expendable. Yeah, exactly. It's a way. The sheer purpose of this, regardless of how they sold it initially with lies saying all immigrants are criminals and all this stuff, the sheer purpose of this is to satisfy the needs of, let's say, maybe 10 to 20% of Americans who have been deluded into thinking that migrants are the reason why they can't pay their rent, or migrants are the reason why they can't pay their groceries, not realizing that, ironically enough, if those quotas were actually fulfilled, life would get a lot worse for them. Things would be infinitely more costly for them.
And it is getting and that's what one of the things that why Trump, in some locations, he ruled back his immigration enforcement, because Americans were impacted very negatively by this,
business owners were starting to get mad.
All people around it. I remember, I can't remember his name, was with me in detention, and he had a huge company, and he tells me he pays hundreds of thousands every year in tax dollars, and he got deported. He had to close down his roofing company.
And American citizens that he had hired no longer had a job.
But and that's the thing, we pay enough taxes to cover for our health, to cover for our education, to cover for all the basic needs. You pay between 25 to 35% of your income, but you are bankrolling a genocide. You're paying Israel all these billions of dollars. Department of Defense had astronomical budget, $1 trillion. Imagine what you can do with half of that. Not I wouldn't say all of it. Keep half a trillion for DOD, but what would you do with the other half of the trillion? But because they want to, as you said, to appease those who, the likes of Stephen Miller, who wants this country to be in his image. And,
bald. That's what he wants. Bald and nerdy, and constantly complaining. Constantly complaining, but deep down inside, maybe it's because his wife is hanging out with Elon Musk. I don't know. Sorry, I shouldn't be saying all this stuff so close to you. But sometimes it just slips out when you bring up the likes of Stephen Miller. I just, yeah, it's obvious that there's also that distraction element here as well. Speaking of distractions, I assume you watched the Turning Point USA halftime show last night.
I did.
Yeah. Who was your favorite?
I mean, I don't.
The correct answer is Kid Rock, but
I watched like 30 seconds. I thought I honestly.
Oh,
thought,
you did? You actually? I was just
no,
joking.
no. I did watch 30 seconds of it, and I thought it's a troll. Like I didn't believe that this is like a real show happening now. Like as like
Yeah.
But then it turned out like to be true.
Yeah.
That's insane.
18 billion people watched it, according to
18 billion.
Well, I'm exaggerating, but they
well,
were.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, they were claiming they botted it. They were claiming that it was like 16 million people actually were live streaming it.
No, I believe them, but is it like they were there like just to see like 5 seconds and just like
to see how disastrous
it was, and that's it. Like, I don't think anyone would have continued because I thought I saw something about like them recruiting like people to fill the seats. I don't know, like.
Oh, I'm sure. It wasn't even live. It was actually pre-recorded. So.
Because they wanted to show to see the halftime show.
Yeah.
The real.
Yeah, of course. Nobody wanted to actually sit there and watch it, except for I guess like some of the most loyals, some of the biggest loyalists for Trump.
No, but I mean it's a great, like I mean Bad Bunny, just to show that Puerto Rico is a real place in itself.
Yeah. Do you see a similarity in that experience, like with what Bad Bunny is talking about with respect to Puerto Rico?
Oh, absolutely.
And all these Latin American countries?
When I visited Puerto Rico last summer, I think that was one of the few moments where I felt like I'm at home with the people there, and just learning, like meeting with Puerto Ricans, and I met Congresswoman Velasquez here, who's Puerto Rican as well, and just to learn about like the struggle of Puerto Ricans for independence. That like in this country where, as we were saying, there is all these rights, you still have a portion of the citizens, or they're not citizens, you don't know what they are. Like they're citizens but they can't vote. It's just insane that this is happening. Like in here, and again, this is to show that about like the colonialism of these powers here, of the U.S., whether it's in Puerto Rico and Palestine and Hawaii, elsewhere.
Yeah, another disastrous and quite impactful foreign policy decision that our administration is currently enacting is the starvation of Cuba. There is a fuel blockade that has been implemented. Mexico and Venezuela were one of the last countries in the region that would send Cuba these incredibly necessary resources, oil and gas specifically. And the American government, obviously kidnapped Maduro and cut a deal with Delcy Rodriguez's administration and stopped them from shipping any oil to Cuba. And now they've also forced Pemex, the Mexican government's hand into stopping oil shipments. And now Cuba has less than a week remaining of oil supplies that obviously are used at the hospitals, used for ambulances, and we're completely starving. We're strangling this beautiful country that happens to be positioned so close to the United States of America for the crime of, I guess, having a successful revolution against an American ally, Batista. Do you feel like this is like, for me at least, when I see things like that, I see the exact same similarities, using starvation and the cutting of electricity as a weapon of war.
Yeah, and this is exactly what it is. Cuba has been under total embargo since, like, was it late 50s? And all countries in the world have called the U.S. to end its embargo.
Yeah,
because it is the use. Except Israel.
You forgot one country.
It's not. I mean, I don't consider that country.
Yeah,
that's a big thing. So,
true.
A satellite state. So
an extension of America.
An extension. Yeah. So it's just like to see that, and nobody cares about the people. That's the thing, like in Palestine they would say, like, oh, we're fighting only Hamas. But in reality, like, it is the 2 million plus population that's being killed, starved, maimed, and the same in Cuba. Like, there are other ways to change regimes.
How about like, no change?
No, I mean, like, assuming like that they want to, like, there are other ways. First, like, respect democracy. That's like something you call for. Like, do it. Like, respect that these people chose this president, and then they say, oh, like, they are unpopular. yeah, you made their life hell. They made it unpopular.
And even then, they often lie about that stuff too, because like in Cuba, it's not the government is not necessarily unpopular in the way that they present it here in America. And then they'll of course bring in a bunch of people that live here, that have moved out here, that have a very negative view of the existing country's governance, and they will be used as a tool of propaganda. And I'm sure as a Palestinian, you are quite familiar with people who go and work for the Atlantic Council and say, as a Palestinian, I love what Israel is doing, and it is actually the Palestinians.
Otherwise, they wouldn't hire them at the Atlantic. You know, like, and that's what's happening now in these think tanks, and especially at Columbia. There's like at CEPA, the school I studied at. There's something called IGP. It's International or Institute of Global Politics. In reality, it is Israel global propaganda. like that's in reality. But they bring like a Palestinian who even the PA kicked out. Like even the Palestinian Authority, that's like, you know, collaborating with Israel, kicked out of because he was too much.
He was too overzealous in his collaborative efforts.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And
they were like, save some for the rest of us.
Yeah, and they bring him as the Palestinian expert. You know, like,
or
just like
Ahmed Fouad Al-Khatib from the Atlantic Council, whose main gripe has been, well, people like yourself, actually. Anyone who has ever spoken out against Israel that happens to be on a college campus.
The, you know, Palestine card and to just to justify all, like, like that. It's just like insane, like, to me when I see such individuals so out of touch of reality. And you know, this individual, of course, is one of them. I don't follow him per se.
He hates me. That's why I always love bringing up his name. He says I'm the reason why Israel's doing a genocide. That's what he says. Pretty insane. Okay, so
let's flip it.
Let's do that. But also, I was gonna say, so my theory, and what I talk about all the time is that, and I want to hear your perspective on this. Israel is an extension of America. Israel is basically a state, right? And not just any state, but like an important state, right? Like, I feel like America cares more about Israel as a part of the United States of America than they do about like Wyoming. So my question for you is, if you were to say things that you have said about Israel, about which state would you not actually experience the same repercussions?
I think I can say about anything in the world.
Okay, North Carolina.
Yeah,
You're North Carolina. It's a really.
Like Colombia divests from North Carolina. I don't think I would get deported for that.
Okay, let's try Colombia divest from Wyoming.
Yeah, I don't think that I would get deported for that. That's the thing. And
New York City.
Same, you know, like it's not. I don't think, and that's the thing.
Okay, let's
about
try
having
other
the
countries.
Israel, like, you know.
Okay, all right. Bear with me here. What about Lithuania? Colombia divest from Lithuania.
Nobody cares. That's the thing.
Estonia.
No.
No.
Literally, like you name any country in the world, they will not care.
That's true. Turkey. Colombia divest from Turkey.
Yeah, they wouldn't like, and that's another thing when they told us like, oh, you're singling out Israel. Like, we're not singling out Israel. Israel is the only country that receives that sums of money from the United States.
Yeah.
That diplomatic cover that my university is investing in. Like, my university is not invested in Russia. It's not invested in they say like, oh, like, what about China? What about Russia? What about like this country and that country? I'm like, you know, like
Colombia, big investments in China and Russia.
They don't. Like, like that's the thing. And and that's to me the big part. Like, yes, we should be consistent in our in our consciousness, you know, like, and this is very important. Like, I don't want to single out any country, anyone. That's the thing. But that's not the case here. Like, that's exactly not the case.
Yeah. So this is how you do it. You put it and then you flip it.
Exactly. And you wait for a second.
And then you wait. Yeah, you let it sit, and then the patterns emerge. And then the patterns that you see in the coffee, at least according to my late aunt, the patterns that emerge in the coffee that I think she was making up is indicative of what might happen, what might befall your fate, what. and this is the process. We say fall. I don't know how do you say it in Arabic? Oh, fell. Okay, yeah.
Which I think the same, like luck, your luck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what your fate is going to be.
Yep.
My
mom.
And then we'll switch it. Like I'll read yours and you'll read mine.
I'm so bad at this. But
I'm so bad at it.
We can try. Yeah,
we can try. Is there anyone here that wants to take a shot at it? Is anyone here cracked at seeing the future?
شو محمود؟ تقرا لنا الفنجان؟
I have 9 sisters, so I kind of have an idea.
Wallah.
Wait, okay, then we are not going to try to do it. You're going to do it for both of us.
You're right, your end does make shit up, and we do make shit up.
Yeah, of course. That's
the whole thing is about making shit up.
It's supposed to be that, but I'm saying, like, I think...
I just read a tourist cop, and I told him, hey, you're going to, like, see some kind of things, like a mountain, and he just got a job that was a mountain. It's made up stuff.
Okay, but you're
have to look into it.
طيب يلا تعال.
But you need to shake it.
Oh.
Wait, really?
Oh, you mean
So like right now you see that what happened. You did not you have to get the water in back.
Okay.
And then shake it a little bit, whereas the thick part is gonna move.
Okay.
Yeah,
See, this is why we needed you.
Can you get maybe a little bit, not so much?
Okay, with now our fates are intertwined.
Yes.
Yes. That's good for you.
Yes.
That's good for you.
I don't know about that.
You're gonna do that. And then let it sit.
Wallah, you're professional.
And then give it a second and it will dry, and then
you were just letting us do this.
It will reveal the message to you. You might meet the love of your life. It's always about the love of your life.
Yeah.
A big chunk of money come to you, or you're gonna die.
Okay, that's crazy.
You're gonna be deported.
Hopefully not.
If Laura Loomer gets her wishes, I mean, she's constantly trying to get me denaturalized. That's like a big thing that she says all the time. She's like, denaturalized, because I was born here. Because if I wasn't born here, it'd be over. Let's be real. I think we would be sitting together.
It's insane. I don't know how such people exist and how such people are like following.
You really have a dark future. So, look at that.
What does that mean?
That like the future comes to the top. So at the bottom is where's your like past. In the middle, where's you're living right now, and the top is your future. That's what I learned from my family coming out. Look at your future.
Okay, I see hills. I see Mount Everest.
Yes, but
I have hardships that I must climb.
Yeah, it's going into a very, very dark.
But guess.
Well, hey, you got roads right here. Look, from the past, that's what they say, like from the first of your life, and you're going up to your future. So
what if it's my career is?
Yes. See, that's the good
also,
thing.
can't you like what is it like? Can't you?
And there is a letter.
Stamp it.
I don't know how you can say. What do you see? Look, there's like an X or something.
But that's
maybe
an
in different language.
No, but that's an eagle, right?
No, I'm looking at the X. You have what she taught me is
there's an X.
You need to look at where is the white and what is the coffee creating with the white things, and there's like the bottom of the cup and there's an X, or a Y, or a K.
Okay.
Do any of these speak to you?
Is there a K in your life?
No, none of this speaks to me.
Get another cup. Let's see, Mahmoud.
All right.
Yeah, Allah. Allah yastur.
Oh.
Yours is much cleaner.
Interesting. There's so many stories, Mahmoud. There's so many stories. Yeah.
Send it to my mom to read it for me.
You're a typical Middle
No,
Eastern guy.
go ahead,
Have a lot. I don't know how to read it so much, but that's mean you got a lot of stories to tell.
Oh man.
Like you can go on beyond the things. What is a typical guy, Middle Eastern? Which is
What does that mean?
No, I mean I lived a year that like so much happened in that year. Understandably.
See, look, this is an Arabic word, is it? You speak Arabic, right?
I do, yeah.
Is this a Abid or something? Look at that. Ain.
What are you seeing?
No. Wait,
you are good at this. You are good at this.
I want to show him. Look at that. Ain, Ba, and Dal.
I can't see anything, but okay.
Dude, look at this. Ain.
Yeah, that's okay.
Ain, and there's a bat, and there's a dell.
I mean, my brother is avid, but like, I don't know. We'll call him. We'll check on him now.
Take a picture of this and show it to your sister. She'll tell you the same. Continue.
That was incredible. Thank you. I have a dark future ahead of me, and yours is
stories. I don't know.
Yeah, you have a lot of stories, and your brother Abed is in the in the story, in one of the stories. That's cool. Okay.
But no, speaking of just like these, what they call, like, I don't know what they like, Laura Loomer and
Laura Loomer, yeah.
That other,
my queen.
That other, what's his name? Eyal Yakubi, something like that.
Oh my God, Israel's like, #1 propagandist, who's always lying.
Always lying. That's to me the thing. Like, he's so always
crazy.
Lying.
To be fair to him, it's pretty hard to defend Israel with the truth.
I know, but still,
like you kind of, I think at a certain point, you kind of have to go, yeah, I gotta lie a lot. There was probably in the beginning he was probably like, okay, maybe I can like massage the truth a little bit, and he was like, fuck it.
No, he has I think a daily or a weekly post like every
that gets context.
Every like, do you support the deportation of like the violent blah 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 Mahmoud Khalil? Every single.
Oh really?
Like I'm like, bro, like just have a life, like it's and he was a spokesperson for, or not a spokesperson, like a fundraiser for Como.
Oh yeah. Well, not a big fan of me either, as I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have to. We don't have to worry about that anymore. At least we got Zohran Kwame Mamdani as the mayor. Yeah. So, what are some things people can do to aid you in this process? Because we already described it. Like, this is not just about you. Whether you want to admit it or not, that's unfortunately the case. You didn't ask for this to happen. You didn't think that this would ever happen. You have this concept in your mind about American First Amendment, American principles that I also personally thought we held near and dear. I thought that was like untouchable, right? And now it's happening. What can people do to help you overcome this? Not just for you, but also for others that may fall victim to a similar scheme.
No, I think the first important thing is to remember that this is beyond me, beyond one person, and what happened to me, what happened to Rene Good, to Alex Pretty, can happen to any one of us.
Yeah,
literally can happen like to any one of us, and this is something like when I read the news about Rene Good, I was like, that could have been me, that could have been anyone like in the street, and it's something like really scary and traumatizing, like to think that this could happen in this country. So that's like the first thing, that literally this is about all of us, not about me or you, like about all of us. And the second thing, which is equally important to me, is to continue speaking about Palestine, because everything that's happening to me is a distraction from the real thing, which is that our tax dollars, our tuition fees in the universities are being invested in companies complicit in human rights violations, complicit in genocide. And our tax dollars should be used here in this country to our benefit, not to anyone's benefit. Okay,
but like, why don't you factor in Raytheon's profit margins in this conversation? I feel like that's important.
I mean,
what about Lockheed Martin?
It's
like, Northrop Grumman.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge industrial complex. Like that's the military industrial complex.
There's a lot of rich people. Yeah. There's my stock portfolio.
And that's one of the things why Colombia is so insistent on not divesting from Israel, because some of those on the board member of Colombia are executives in these weapon manufacturers.
It seems like you don't care about their.
I know, yeah, like
sure
I mean, they can lose $1 billion out of like 20-30 billion.
That's a lot of money.
And that's another thing, like that's crazy. Like it's, like the billionaire and the class in this country. But going back to the main question about like this is really just a distraction of the fact that like also immigrants are important in this country. I don't think any American in this country who doesn't have like a daily interaction with an immigrant, whether they like them or not, like that's beyond the point. And and this country was like, who's the immigrant actually? That's like a big question when we come to ask, like, who's the immigrant? Like that's the thing. And as what's her name? Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish, yeah.
Billie Eilish said, "Is it? Yeah, was it? Yeah.
No one is illegal on stolen land." Yeah.
Exactly.
She's woke.
Yeah.
Her brother's a good friend. Her brother Finney is a good friend of ours.
Okay.
He's
shout out to him.
Yeah, they're woke. They're very woke.
No, literally, like that's the thing. And when they say like, oh, you have to assimilate into the American culture. What's the American culture? It is those who came from all over the world.
Yeah.
It is the Italians, the Irish, the Jewish, the Middle Easterns, the Asians. Like, that's the American culture. Like, that's what makes America America. But for them, no, they want it to be in one color. That's the color of Stephen Miller. So.
Yeah. And bald. I think he wants everyone to be bald from the stress. He wants everyone to stress too hard, like he has stressed, because he grew up in a multicultural environment, a diverse environment. He grew up in California. I don't even know how you can be hateful if you live in... Like, I understand why British people can be hateful, right? Because you go to England and you're like, oh, I get it. Like, this place is, oof. The weather is terrible. You gotta go and occupy someone else's land. You gotta do it. But if you're living in California, how can you be that hateful? I don't understand it. But I guess he was stressing so much that he started balding at the age of like 14 because there were like Mexicans there. Mm-hmm. And he just like saw like a Mexican person and was like, ugh, and then he started balding. And now he wants everyone else to bald in the same way. That's my theory, at least. Do you have a theory on this? You don't have to. You don't have to entertain my stupidity. I'm just trying to make it a little bit.
Just like some people are just like hateful and despicable, like...
Yeah.
Subhanallah.
Yeah. There's a quote from Stephen Miller that I love. I'm paraphrasing here, but he once said, I think it was the last Trump administration, he's like, I don't have any friends. I don't have any family. This is the only thing I have to live for.
Yeah.
At least now he has a wife. That hasn't stopped him from being the same person, though, the same evil person.
I'm just like trying to which is, I think you were yesterday like with DSA and this is a very important thing for people to do, to me and literally to themselves, is like the midterms is the last line of defense against this administration, and it's not enough to have the majority of the Democrats back, because the Democrats are bad.
Yeah, they're not doing it.
No, they would bring us like to the status quo that brought Trump.
Yeah,
that's the thing, and that's why there should be like a revolution in terms of like the way people would elect the next Congress.
Yeah.
And that's why like the DSA is very important. Like and their platform is equally important. But in all of like I think they're strong in New York. But in all other states now, there are candidates running on a platform that's against the PACs, against money in politics, against supporting unconditionally supporting Israel, and receiving money from AIPAC. And when it comes to my case, really, it's, and not only my case, like Liqa is also is still in detention. There are other students who are going through what I'm going through right now. It's just like the administration is loud about my case because they want to make an example out of me.
Yeah.
That's the main purpose. So just to continue pressuring their Congress members, like to do something.
Yeah.
About what's happening to all of us.
Have Congresspersons reached out to you?
Yeah, I mean there's like few. Well, I would say like
Chuck Schumer.
No. Not Jeffries.
That's surprising.
Yep. I mean, he said the other day that his main job is one of his top.
He was so animated, though. Did you see? I mean, old people like that, usually you got to get excited a little bit when they're like all of a sudden full of life. And I think if you're referencing the video that I saw, I think he was speaking at a conference where he was like, my job is to make sure that Israel is fully funded and can defend itself from all of its enemies. And I was like, damn, Chuck, I haven't seen you like this at all. He was a real dynamo.
Yep. That's where we are in all this mess, because he passed that bill that gave all this money to ICE and DHS to commit what they are committing now, crimes against like citizens and non-citizens alike in this country. and this is the thing about, like, there are like these Congress members who would be like very cautious about, like, he's Palestinian, like I should be cautious about like how I engage with him. They know like there's nothing wrong.
You're also an American green card holder.
Yeah, like, and they know that, and they know I didn't commit any crime, and they know that, like, my speech was all like, lawful and all of that. But because I'm Palestinian, they would refuse to support. But like, again, others, they've stepped up, like, to support in so many ways.
So you're saying that, like, getting the word out and keeping attention on this case is one of the many ways in which people can continue their support. Again, not just for you, but for what comes next, really. Because as we've seen over and over again with this administration, they do respond to public pressure. They back away from certain things when there is enough pressure coming from the public, and that offers a layer of protection for those who might be in the crosshairs next. So I can't stress this enough. You're not just doing this for Mahmoud, you're doing this for yourself as well, for your loved ones as well, because there might come a day when you want to say something and the administration decides that that's unfavorable, and they might decide to take similar actions against you as well. There's no protection for people who think, oh, I'm an American citizen, it'll be fine, or oh, I won't offend anybody, I won't I'll keep quiet and I won't offend anyone's sensibilities. The reason why I also think that isn't proper protection either is because even if you personally think that there won't be an issue where you'll be at odds with the administration and they'll take punitive action against you, no matter how unconstitutional it might seem right now, coming from an environment like that in Turkey, I know what that feels like. The environment of self-censorship. It's not something that Americans have ever really considered. It's not something that Americans are not aware of. But it's not exactly a pleasant experience, is what I mean, because you have no real autonomy. You have no real freedom when that takes place, and I feel like you are aware of this, right? From your own background, from where you came from as well.
Absolutely. I mean, like before coming here, I protested like the Assad regime in Syria, and that what made me leave Syria and come to the United States, like leave to Lebanon and then eventually come to the United States, because the injustice was happening not against me per se. It was happening against like mostly like Syrians around me, those who were aspiring for, like a better life, not necessarily politically, but like just a better life. And eventually everyone was impacted. Like it did not and I remember when I left in one day. I left Syria literally in one day. And I never imagined that I would leave my home. Like I felt like it was so safe, and then in a matter of days, like it was a war zone. I had to flee immediately. And this is, how these things usually happen. It's not that you would anticipate that this would happen if you stay low, if you wouldn't do anything. Though you are protected. No, you're not protected. Like there will be time they will come after you if they don't like so many things. Not only the things you say, maybe like just the fact who you are as a person. Yeah. Like maybe you would be like very supportive of the administration, all of that, but they don't like who you are. And that what happened with Latinos for Trump, unfortunately.
I was just about to bring up.
Yep.
Have you heard Yo voy a votar por Donald Trump? The song?
No.
Okay, well I gotta play it for you now. This is really important. I'm sorry. Everyone's laughing. I don't know why. It's incredibly important cultural work, but yeah, here it is. Okay. So, this is Canción de Trump, Los Tres de la Habana. That's a boat.
Ay, por Dios.
That man.
Yo voy a votar por Donald Trump.
Yep.
So, from what I understand, one of these guys actually got deported.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like,
which is pretty crazy.
There was another person in the news just a couple of days ago too. I can't remember. Like I think he's Brazilian or something. Like also got deported despite his
despite his support.
Yeah,
because it turns out that doesn't save you.
it wouldn't. Like that's what we're saying all along. Like this would not affect you. And this is literally about like our collective liberation. It's not about.
Have you thought about making a similar song for Benjamin Netanyahu?
Would he let me back?
Would Trump not come after you so hard?
Yeah,
Or maybe,
I thought so. You know, I'm like, if they like it, like,
I do that in the mornings before I get started on my live stream. I say "Am Israel Chai" 10 times to make sure, I cover my bases, right? It hasn't worked. I did get banned recently.
I saw the news.
Yeah, but at least for the time being, I think we're good. Who knows?
Do you guys want to go downstairs and weave?
Weave?
Keep chatting. Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
On a loom.
On a loom? Sure. What?
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah.
we can chat.
Yeah, I love that. Weaving. When you said that, I thought you meant like with the way that Trump does the weave. That's what he says. He like weaves through the conversations.
Okay, I'm gonna cover up just to not show anything. Not risk
Yeah, I think
showing.
it's fine, right?
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, which way are we headed?
Down this way on the weave.
So many roads.
Better. Welcome.
Whoa.
This is our 20-person loom.
Wow. So 20 people stand next to one another and weave it up? How are we going to do it with like 2 people?
Right here and right
you
here.
have 2 separate loops.
You're gonna make a little tapestry. We have examples around. You can.
Have you tried this before?
No. I've never done this before.
And now we're gonna do.
Oh, God.
It's very easy.
You have to pick your first color.
Okay.
So anything in here is fair game.
Wait, are these also the things that you weave with?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it can be thick too.
Exactly. Like.
There's a denim weave? No.
Yeah, you were sitting right next to a tapestry that was like almost entirely made of denim. Upstairs.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't even. Okay, this is a new invention.
What is the pants themselves?
No, I'm saying like denim in the tapestry.
Well, that's
I
right here.
Yeah, you were like, oh, how do I sell this to Americans? Oh, put a hamburger and put a cheeseburger and denim on it.
That's
Some people
that's
do
the
make a
Syrian
tapestry
businessman.
that has a hamburger on it.
That's the least surprising thing I've heard. That's.
it's actually sold in a very big way.
Oh, really?
I sold it for big companies, but they sponsored it because they well for the denim community. The good manufacturers in Turkey also.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, was it Mavi? Or whatever? That's a Turkish denim.
No. Mavi is like, so there is a manufacturer that they work with Levi.
Oh yeah,
And
they do make it in
supply
Turkey.
it,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they do
We have
make it
we have
Turkey.
really good pamuk. What's pamuk? It's cotton. We have really good cotton
Yes.
in Turkey. Is what people tell me. I don't know.
Yes. They do. So what we're making for you guys is called the warp, and that's the bone and the structure of your tapestry. We're making like small ones so you can keep talking, and it's very chill, so you can keep talking and do your things and as you're weaving. It's really cool. And you can learn how to do the Turkish knot, Persian knot, flat weave, twine, and I come up with a lot of knot my own way too.
Ah. So was this like a family business beforehand, or were you like as a young boy you decided like this is my thing?
It's 6th generation family business.
Damn, 6 generations.
From Urfa actually.
Oh, from Urfa. Wait, you're Turkish?
Half.
Oh, what's the other half?
Syrian.
Ah, that makes
But like
sense.
Arabic, like Urfa, between Urfa and Aleppo, they're like only 50 kilometers.
Yeah, no, I know. My mother's side of my family's from Kilis.
Oh, Kilis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like right there.
So like half Syrian also.
Yeah, exactly. So my grandfather, I think, was kidnapped by the Syrian police before when he was growing up.
Who hasn't?
Yeah.
Who hasn't kidnapped by the Yeah. All right. So here you can stand up right here.
Okay.
You can grab. Tess is gonna weave with you, and now we'll just also assist if you need.
Oh, I will need assistance.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
We're here to assist.
You didn't pick a color though.
Yeah, I didn't. I was, well, you know what? Let's do denim. I'm going to do denim.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
America, baby. What
There
do
you
mean?
go.
We're trying to boost Mahmoud's profile as an America lover.
So you're gonna match him.
Let's do it.
Do it
Yeah.
with dinner.
All right.
Here you go.
Maybe Trump would.
Yeah.
Like,
We love America and also Israel, most moral country on the planet.
Make America great again.
Yeah.
You want to put that on there?
Let's try it in.
All right.
American flag.
Right. Okay, so first technique, twining. You wrap your fiber around this warp here, and then you're going to drop one side, use the other one, weave it around. Now you're dropping that one, taking the following one, around. Drop.
I am not going to get this.
You're going to get it. You're going to get it. You're going to get it.
You have tremendous confidence in my abilities.
That's my job.
Oh yeah, you're gassing me up. I got it. Okay, well you're doing a great job of giving me the confidence,
Okay,
but
word.
I'm not.
You're just not going to do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try. So
So take this one.
dropped it, pull it,
Yep.
pull it out,
Yep.
Not drop.
drop it.
Yep.
Okay, do I pull it? Like, do I make sure it's like tight?
This is great. Yeah, you want this. This is twining, so you want it to have. It's like you can see that it starts to twine, right? It's like a rope almost. You got it.
How fast can you do this? Like, are you cracked at this, or you usually?
A little.
All right, let's see how fast you can
You
do
want
it.
me?
Yeah, do it. Wait, do it with Mahmoud.
Now it's a.
All right, you're on camera too.
I know that.
All right, let's see what you got.
Well, okay, so I'm going. Mahmoud can do it so much faster than I
No.
can. Not this Mahmoud. The other.
Makes sense.
Are you doing it fast? That's very
It looks like shit though.
No.
The turnaround.
Oh, I didn't even know. There's a turnaround.
There's a turnaround. And then, okay, so check this out. If you get to the end here, see how you have 2 rows?
Yeah.
Then this is what we show everybody, is that that's the point at which you can start to make a design. So like, do you see that piece on the wall there? See how there's like all the twining, and then we flat weave the other color in between. So it's like, obviously this one's a bit short.
Wait, so that one is weaved too? That
yeah,
one?
yeah.
That's
This
from
one.
Turkey. That's from like the 19th century.
No, I'm pointing at this, yours.
Which one?
The one in the corner.
The blue and white one.
That's all twining actually.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I meant like the other one that's in between the big one.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
from
yeah.
Turkey. So some old lady twined that up.
No, so twining is actually from Europe. It's not from the Middle East.
Oh, okay.
The flat weave is from Turkey, from us. But we do also twine. It's called somak knot. It's kind of twining family. But this is the flat weave. This is what your ancestry will do. She'll show you flat weave.
No, but your ancestry can do it, so you can do it, right?
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna unlock
Go
it.
for it.
Where do I put this?
Okay. No. So you start from the back, and you're gonna go weave back and forth.
One.
Exactly. And then we pull it all the way through. Since we have something underneath here, we don't have to make a knot. Instead, we can just send the tail back a few times. And now you're gonna go back. Go in here.
You should try it. I think you guys can do flat weave so we can get out of your meeting and just go one by one. And once you do it the first time, you're gonna be very good at it, and then you can continue chatting. So pull it all the way. Test show Hasan. I'll show Mahmoud. So we teach them for 2 seconds.
got it.
and
Okay.
we're out. So you gotta get it all the way out. Pull it all the way out. And after this, we're gonna do a loop.
It's very
Push it
satisfying.
under, and
Right.
now you push it. And now you're gonna go back from
And then-
behind on this one over this.
And then you pull it
Yes.
back and then do what? Like put it in again? Like
Yeah.
this?
You can just let the needle do the work.
Yes.
So you don't need this hand.
Okay.
And then you pull it all the way to the back.
These ones are just doubled for reinforcement on the sides.
Here you go. That's the flat weave. You did it.
Khalas?
Khalas.
That's
now
it?
you keep chatting and weaving.
We're done.
Yes.
They can't talk.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
so
I
fun.
No, this is so distracting.
Yeah, this
2 more time and then you
I'm lost. Come back.
this guy went to Colombia. I can't believe if you're having a hard time.
So you're gonna
See
go
the standards at Colombia?
Yeah.
from the back.
Oh, right.
Oh, I messed it up, I think.
Yeah, you're gonna go back and then do it again.
What the?
What?
You laughing?
No,
That's
not at all.
easy.
Not at all.
This is your fault. You
I
should've-
know.
You led me astray.
No, you're good. Do you want to make it stripes like that, or do you want to make a little pattern, like a little patch?
How
I'll
do you,
show you. I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna make the choice for you. So
Yeah, you make the pattern.
yeah, right. So when you go back here,
Yes,
you don't actually have to take it the full way. So let's say you wanted to make this into a triangle, right? And you wanted to have a sort of slope here. You don't need to go stripe.
Oh, and then you go smaller and smaller.
Exactly.
Ah. You pick
See,
that
it's
up?
all coming through. See how then? And then you could fill this in with another color, texture.
Wow. Okay.
So, but yeah, see right there. Because pay attention to where it's going to snag.
Yeah.
And then that's where you're going to enter it again.
Easy.
Look, Mahmoud is doing a mountain.
Mm-hmm. Easy, he says.
Come on, see it, no,
That's my fortune.
So focused.
Yeah. This is not.
What do you like it though?
You love it.
Yeah, it's great. I like it. Oh,
You hate it.
You got it.
I messed it up.
So to pay attention to where, yes, there you go, because it's going to snag there. So you have to go, if it's coming from the outside, you have to go in the inside.
Did I mess it up again? No.
I can't wait to see how he fares with the Turkish knots. I feel like he's going to panic.
Okay. Is it gonna, should I loop it around? Like, do I loop it all the way around, or do I, when I'm pulling it on this side, if I want to go through here, is that fine?
Right, so take a look at where it's going to snag. So you need to come with the needle right here. So back, so from the back side, like this.
Oh, true. Okay. I'm stupid.
No, you're new.
No, I'm stupid too. I'm new and stupid.
Okay.
There we go. Psh, easy.
Whatever. This yarn, that wool in front of you right here.
Wait, where's it gonna? Oh, never mind. You got it. You're doing your own thing now. Now I'm being.
This
now
is
I'm
made by hand by ladies in Turkey.
Ah.
All spun by hand, dyed by hand from the sheep directly.
Wow.
I get why people will be like, "Oh, this is like so special." That like the person who made it blinded themselves afterwards. You know, that makes sense. I would blind myself after this.
What?
Don't.
You've never heard that before?
Yeah,
like
if you do it like
Yeah,
for years,
the
you get
grand
like
old
just like you
saying.
can't.
Okay, well, do we cut it after I'm done with the?
You're done with the pink. You're having. Are you having like a creative vision now? Like you have an idea for it?
Yeah, I have so many visions. Okay.
Okay,
I
so.
mean, we messed this up. We didn't finish the twining on this.
Okay, let's finish it.
Yeah.
That's what was his favorite animal in there.
On the tiny warp. What's your favorite animal, Hasan?
Capybara. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Wait, you're
gonna-
messing it up.
Okay, well, I forgot how to do that one.
That's
'cause
okay.
You know what it was? Because I was locked in on the twining with the.
I have
needle.
terrible news for you. This is the twining.
Or
And this is the flat
needling.
weaving.
The flat weaving.
The needling.
Yeah.
So we're going around.
Oh, well, my bad for saying needling. Like
You're
it was
good.
so different.
You're fine. So you're going around here.
I forgot already. I'm looking at it and I'm still forgetting.
It's okay. I'm being a shitty teacher. Here.
No, you're great.
So, see how there's one, when we get to the very end, there's one that hangs to the back and one that hangs to the front. It's the one that hangs to the front that turns you around, and then you're faced with a familiar problem but now you're going right to left. So before you were guiding with the left side, now you're going with the right side. So this is the one that goes around. And then it's not on the right anymore, so you have to pick up the one that is, send that one around the next one. Does that make sense?
No.
Go for it.
And I don't know what is going on. You like that?
You say that with your words, but then
A little advice: if you do twining with not denim, it's a lot easier.
he chose the denim.
I know.
America, we both chose it.
it's very chunky, and it doesn't look.
I think it looks beautiful.
Yes, the hot pink is good.
Do you want hot pink?
Sure.
That matches.
That's up to him.
This I'm not gonna lie to you. This color scheme is disastrously bad. Like this is not a very good. It's like black denim. barf pink and then hot pink. Like I did not choose the.
I give up.
Yeah, you should send it to Trump to you.
Yeah, that looks like Dookie a little bit.
That's why I give up.
Yeah. You're like Donald Trump. I made this for you. This Dookie.
Oh, not helping my case, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
They're mad. Bubblegum pink, not barf pink. Okay, Pepto Bismol pink.
You want to learn a new one, or you want to go?
Sure.
All right. Turkish knots.
Oh yeah, this is my people's knots. Easy.
All right. So I'm going from the left to the right. So I'm going to hold this in my right hand.
Mm-hmm.
My left hand is coming around and isolating the warp that I've tied it to.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Now I'm using this one to pinch the fiber.
No, never.
Pinching is pinching is this the where he drops off.
No, that's crazy. Why did Turkish people got to make everything so difficult?
No, Mahmoud, wait. Turkish knot is done in a very completely way. I come up with one way that's so easy that you use your fingers. But Turkish knots have this very special needles. But here we have our own way to teach it even for 8-year-olds. So that's we come up with this way. It's not made in Turkey.
Oh, so you're saying like normally there's a special needle
for it.
There's
special needles with these thread that you go in and out, and then you pull it with a very, very teeny tiny needle. It's pointed, but we use stick yarn and we use our fingers. And Tess come up with her own major fun way to teach the people.
Yeah.
So you should listen to her.
Okay.
All right. Well, you're thinking of I know which one you're thinking of. All right. So we go pinch, pull it around, okay? Then you need to come back through that loop that you've created. Deep breath.
Okay.
Pinch again and pull it through. Now,
That's like magic.
now it hasn't even happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. So now see how there's a top one and a bottom one? If I pull the top one, it tightens it and I have this big loop. But let's say I hate it, I want it smaller. I'm going to pull this string to make it smaller. Tighten it again. Perfect. Now I move on to the next one. I'm going to show you again. This is what we say in class. It's like we can show you as many times as you want to see it because everybody learns differently at a different pace.
What if I can't learn at all?
Then I'm going to need you to leave. So you come around the second one now. Pinch, pull. Come back through that loop. Pinch, pull. And we're going to pull that top one until you can't pull it anymore. And then you're going to make it smaller.
Whoa.
And then it creates these little cute loops. Turkish knots.
Yeah, well, I don't know why.
What makes it Turkish?
All right, let's
Not
try.
like
Just
the way.
The Turkish knot is done on a single thread.
Yep. And then you're
And
coming
this
back
is a
through this
single
loop to
thread.
pinch.
Double knotted Persian knot is done.
Wait, like this?
You can just use 2 fingers.
But when I started
pinch
the
this
first
one.
school in Dubai,
So, sorry.
it was very
Keep your
difficult to
fingers in
teach
there.
professional
And then
method.
you're going to use these
So I
2
use
fingers
my
to
fingers,
pinch this.
get
To do it.
practice,
Oh.
and we come up with one way.
Yes.
But then
And
when I
then
met
here's your
Tess,
top
she had
one.
a better explanation to the way.
And you're going to pull that.
And then the bottom, or no, I pull from
See, this is what I tell people is you'll be able to feel it. Like, you don't need to memorize all the instructions because
That's
you can
crazy.
play around with it and you'll know.
That's good. I'm cracked. Oh my god, epigenetic memories unlocked. This is like Assassin's Creed. It's easy for me
So
now.
then you pull that one more time and then make it a little smaller again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Psh, it's so easy. What? Got it.
Oh.
No, never mind. Shh, damn it. Okay, I spoke too soon. I had it the last time in the beginning. Chat, I swear to God I had it. You're not getting
no,
off
I'm
easy.
not, thank
You're not
you.
getting off
No,
easy.
I'm good.
this.
I'm good with my.
The little Pepto Bismol mountain. Wait,
See how it looks from this side. Let's take a look.
Good.
Yes. Yes. But no.
Oh,
Wait, but you're good. Just this is the one you want to pull. Ignore everything else. Just like tug of war with that one string. There you go. And then
and then
yes.
this.
Yes.
Whoa. Dude, you don't understand. You want to give a crack at this?
I'm busy.
No, you're busy.
Tighten that one more time though. So pull this string once more.
Damn. I'm gonna go look at this one over here.
Because they're precarious. Like as you go.
And then eventually it comes like.
Precarious is the word I would use for this entire
Yes.
endeavor.
This is what could be being made, chat.
Why is the first one so hard?
This is imagine 20 people around here going "Ugh," because they're trying to do these together.
Nah, look at my weaver, dog.
Wait,
we're never
this
getting
hand,
rugs.
Naked. Now use that to go around, and you're gonna just feed it to this hand. Yep. Because then you're going. Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna forget it again. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. So then here's your.
No way.
Here's your
Look at my
one.
weaver. We're freezing to death.
This is the one you're pulling. Now you're changing the size. This is the most challenging knot that we teach. So.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I was like, I'm stupid.
You're not slow.
I feel like
No.
she's making that up.
No, I literally was like, oh, I have like a deficiency. Like I genuinely was worried about my situation. I'm like
Wait,
34 years of life.
It's naked.
What?
This hand. Yeah. Blink twice if you need
Oh,
help.
no, I got this.
Okay, I don't.
You're laughing. We're gonna watch you do
No,
this.
I'm not gonna do it.
He's gonna be like,
I
put
know
me.
my limits.
He's gonna be like, put me back in detention by the end of this
I
knot.
know my limits.
Right.
I forgot which one to pull. God damn it.
Do you need help?
No, I'm gonna pull all of them until I figure out which one to pull.
That's a good strategy.
Is it?
Yes. It's an exercise in problem solving.
Ah! I did it. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Tighten it.
No, this hand is free.
That's not the word I used.
What?
Naked.
Naked, thank you, Mahmoud. It's like mnemonic, you know?
Don't laugh.
Nope.
This first one is so tough. I just pull on everything and then eventually it makes sense to me. You know what I
That's
mean?
because you don't. Oh,
Oh no, I freaked it up.
okay, but good adjustment. Now, it's like,
Here you go. So be honest, how quick is he learning compared to most people?
well, most people they're in and out of here
I need help.
2.5 hours,
I need
and
help.
they want to make a whole piece.
A whole piece?
And so, and it's wider than this. This is the
They
baby.
can't
This
do
is
it
the
with
baby
the-
version right now.
Oh my god, they can't do it with a Turkish knot though. In no way is
Some-
coming in here cracked.
Some people come in and they, because it's an engineering thing. It's like,
Yeah, my brain doesn't work this way.
okay, but as soon as you know how it works, it happens.
Yeah,
but I'm trying not to overload with the instructions.
It's not, I'm telling you right now, I'm stupid.
He's stupid.
Yeah, I'm stupid and it's just not going to work for me. My brain doesn't work this way. This is like a, you know, like for some people, it's just like it doesn't click. You know what I mean? I'm good at certain things. This is just not,
Not one of the things.
this is not one of the, I'm not very good at anything, I'll be honest.
Where's the
That's the
cotton
Turkish
one? I gotta show you one more.
Oh, God. Okay, Mahmoud is gonna,
I'm alright. I gave up a long time ago.
he's going to do it. He's going to
I did my own little.
I need a
and,
non-fuzzy one
let's
for
fix it.
this.
Flat?
Yeah.
No, we can. Yeah, no, it's gonna.
What is it?
Like this.
Yeah.
Chat, what does that
Trump.
look like? What does that look like with the color and the two bulbous,
Do you have an orange? Like?
the circular? Oh my god! You gotta do the hair. What do you think that is?
A tapestry.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the one that he was talking about that I have a method for, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, same thing as the Turkish knot until it's not. So.
So you're like, haha, if you thought
No, that wasn't, yeah, well, no, actually, we usually teach it in reverse order, but, okay, this is a snail.
Okay.
Your snail comes around just like before. Your snail is hungry. So you're going to feed your snail. Your snail takes the food, and then your snail is still hungry. So it pokes its little head back through there, pinches, pulls. Your snail is still hungry. Back through. Chomp, take it. Still hungry.
Still hungry?
Hungry as fuck.
That's a hungry snail.
And then without the narration, this is the rhythm.
That's easy.
Is it?
That's easy.
Yeah.
You do it.
Snail.
Yeah, you do it. Do the hungry snail.
No, I'm good.
No, please.
I'm not gonna embarrass myself.
That's crazy.
And then you can hang it. You can use it as the handle for when you put this on your wall, which you will.
Yeah, of course.
And then you can also flat weave it through.
All right, let's do the hanger on the wall. I think that's because this is good enough. I think this.
Yeah.
He wants to hang this on the wall. Yeah, look
Yeah,
at it.
yeah. This goes with.
This is
goes
one of
with
those
your
things that if
things.
I were to give this to someone as a gift, they would think I hate them. Like they'd be like, "Come on."
No, they would think you're filthy.
No, they would be like, "This is the. I can't make ass or tails out of this."
Okay, so then we would tie this up for you, which we can do, and then.
And then
we cut it out exactly because we secure it all vertically. Well, wait.
I was ready to go. What do you mean? I'm eager.
Okay, this is.
Are we locking that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's lock it for them very quick.
I can do it. Very
Yeah,
quick.
I will lock for Mahmoud too.
Okay, wonderful.
Like what?
You have number 1 on you. It looks like it's a 1. So
Wow, you really do see visions.
I do.
I guess it helps with your skill in tapestry making.
It does. I weave what I see every day.
Damn.
It's cold.
I see good things.
That was tight.
I see good things and I weave them.
We were seeing something very different than what you were saying.
Where'd you steal it?
It's the color of flesh.
Here you go, sir.
Our March show it. I'm trying to.
So this is called the locking, and you lock 2 warp together to make it secure so it doesn't unravel. And this is invented by the Persian.
How did someone come up with this?
That's my question.
Like someone was like,
It's religious.
ah,
It is. It's by a prophet Enoch.
okay.
He was the first weaver and the first tailor. And that's what we believe in our tribe. So
No, it's kind of cute.
Okay, you're gonna cut it.
Okay, wait. Hold on. You gotta put it down. Here, this is Turkish culture. Hold it. You put it down. Trust me, and then you go. Phew.
Girl.
No, I'm serious. Otherwise, we fight.
No, it's bad luck. If you
Yeah,
don't
it's
do
bad
that.
luck if you hand it.
Right.
It's bad. Okay.
Wait, what am I?
You spit on it, like not real spit, but you go, puh, and then I take it.
Puh.
Yeah, well, not in my hand.
Now you have spit on your hand.
Oh. Okay, so I just cut it up here.
Do it at the bottom first.
That's so rewarding.
And then you can cut it at the top.
Let's see.
It's so cute.
No, it's like a little purse.
It's a tiny
piece of
purse.
This is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
That's,
Show
this
chat.
looks like nothing
Show the
I've
chat.
ever seen before
Show
in
the
my
chat.
life. Like I can. Oh my God! Look at his face. He's
Oh
dying.
man.
I sold I sold over like 1,000 tapestry. It's cute.
Ah, You're like, I've
You
never.
know what? It could represent you. You got cool hair. If you
Wow, he really sees visions.
Wow,
Yeah.
you really you might want to get that checked out. You're seeing too much. And do I pull this out or no?
No.
Oh,
Because
so
that's
this-
the bones keeping it together.
Ah. So normally you were supposed to cut it like closer, I assume, right?
Well, no. So look at this. So these pieces are also hand woven, and you see how they have tassels. So this is the warp, and it's traveling through the entire piece.
I always thought that
Wait,
it's
let me
just like
see that.
decoration.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Well, and sometimes they make them more like almost like ornate looking, depending on what they do with them. Like those ones over there are like braided together.
about the difference between carpets and the killings.
Well, that this is Turkish knots, you mean?
Yeah, that's all Turkish.
So yeah, like this and that knot that you love, this one, with the proper, like the traditional technique, this entire, and that's why it's so expensive.
Dude, what? I didn't even realize it was like that.
I know, before I was here, I didn't either.
I thought people were just, putting it through a machine or something, like a 3D printer.
Well, they do that as well, and those ones
Yeah.
are less expensive. You would hope.
That's crazy. Wow. Thank you for
you
this
so
education.
much,
This was
really.
incredible.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Coming back to the class.
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna give this to my mom. I hope she doesn't take offense to it. And
And this is me, my hair.
yeah. This is... Okay. All right, we're going upstairs.
Yep.
Wait, let me see what the bag is at.
I think it should still be on the bed right now.
89%.
All right. Probably fine.
How would you find New York under Ramdani?
Oh, it feels so different. The vibes. No, I'm kidding. It's nice. It's cool. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it's
I
so
love-
cool.
it's so cold. I can't say many nice things right now because it's so goddamn cold,
Oh,
and it's cooking me a little bit. But
oh, it is cold.
how do you feel living in Afghanistan?
I mean, that's like one of the few, I would say, like
Silver linings.
several linings. I mean, it's not. I mean, given everything, of course, like but it is one of the few like silver lining, and it's not. I don't think it's about the power he has. It's more about like, what it represents to, to elect him as a mayor. Like that's, I think, much more impactful than like his actual like power as a mayor.
Yeah.
Um,
Because as far as power as mayor, you're like,
yeah. I mean, like for New Yorkers,
he should be plowing the snow. I mean, what's this guy doing?
Yeah, no, I mean, like for New Yorkers, like means a lot, but like, I mean, nationally, internationally.
Yeah,
Like,
internationally.
that's-
I was in
that's
Hong
the-
Kong. People were coming up to me. They're like, "Oh my God, Zohar Mamdani! We need a Zohar Mamdani here."
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Hong Kong now, but
Yeah.
but no, it's like now with Dean, there's the pre-K for free. So
That's true. He
that
hooked it
helps
up for you.
Yep.
Yeah, for everybody.
So that's like one thing. Otherwise, it is what it is.
So 2 last questions I have for you before we get out of your
Yep.
hair, and thank you so much
No,
for
thank you,
spending
thank
this
you,
time with us.
Hassan.
One is at least a personal anecdote from my experience. People always tell me, Hasan, why don't you leave America? And I always tell them, it's because I think America has a lot of promise. Like, I think if your house is dirty, you don't leave your house. You clean your
Yeah.
house. Do you have a similar feeling?
No, I think that's exactly like my feeling now. Like this is why I'm fighting my case.
Yeah.
Because I wanna stay here. I wanna live in a country that, respects human rights, that respects me as a human being, regardless of my background. And, my wife is American. She was born here as well. My son is American. And this is, again, like, this is why I came here, like, looking for stability, looking for, a better future. Like, I came to study. I did study. I had a job, like, all of that. And this is exactly right. Like, this is why I'm fighting right now. Like, because it might have been much, much easier for me, for my family, if we took the offer from the administration of like just self-deport, and leave. But we did not because, first, the implications that are beyond me, and also the implications on my own family, like being separated from, like my wife's family, all of it is in the United States. Like I don't want to deprive that from my family as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think like I did anything like the things that I did like were very American, like protesting, like of dissent, like that's the very promise of America.
Absolutely. Okay, last question. And in all of the things that are happening, like what gives you hope? What do you look forward to?
Wow, that's so deep. What?
That's what you sound like.
Oh God.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I think really what gives me hope is just like to see that Palestine has become like a mainstream issue in the United States. That there is hope that like it will change. It's not like before, like people don't care about Palestine, like like money would buy politics, all of that. No, there is hope, and the fact like like the students who put their lives on the line for Palestine, fighting like really like for a just cause. They feel that they are part of it and they're not Palestinians. They've never seen Palestine, but they believed in the freedom of the Palestinians. This is what gives me hope. That doesn't mean anything to someone who's dying now in Palestine, unfortunately. But we need to continue because the change gonna happen. And that's my belief. Like it's literally one day and night. Like we would wake up, and Palestine is free, and we would have here like a more just like system that would
A more just world.
Exactly. But like we have to continue fighting because that's what they want us to feel. They want us to feel like helpless. They want us to feel like useless. They want you to feel that you are fighting this huge machine, and your voice does not matter or what you do does not matter. But it does matter, and that's why the president of the United States came after me, a student. Like
Yeah.
just like doing like student stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Hasan. No, lovely,
Always great seeing you.
And hopefully in better circumstances
Next time, inshallah.
Yeah, we'll visit you and
All right.
California.
And on that note, is there anything to plug and promote? Is there like a
Plug the shop, yeah. Creative Minds.
Creative Minds?
Mahmoud,
thank you so much.
thank you so much for hosting us.
Yeah, this was incredible.
When I came here, like the first time, I really like spent like a couple of hours just like looking at, asking Mahmoud all questions about here. So if you wanna,
Yeah, thank you. We're plugging your shop.
We're trying to promote the Middle Eastern tradition in here by building a huge community with all the colors and pictures.
And the name of the place?
Creative Mind.
Creative Mind in
Williamsburg, Bedford Avenue.
All right.
We can teach you how to weave.
Yeah, that's right. Don't.
Mahmoud the Weaver.
It's much easier for you guys. I'm just stupid. So it was. I was faking it. I was just making it look harder than it actually is when it's not. And on that note, everybody, that concludes the New York trip. I'll be live tomorrow from Los Angeles, California, and thank you so much for joining us.
Travels.
And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. All right.